し
A character's debut is something that can cause the entire anime industry to shake in a single episode. Character introductions can sometimes break or make characters in anime, so in this list we'll be finding the best ones which aired from 2020 onwards just for you. From badass teenagers to literal gods in anime. We'll be having a close look at a few of the best and most up-to-date anime character introduction. After Takemichi was being beaten to a pulp by Kiyomasa, Mikey arrives at Draken looking like the badasses they are, and suddenly Kiyomasa takes a knee to the stomach. Everyone's silent and not even dared to fight back, making sure that these two aren't just any ordinary delinquents. This scene shows just how much Mikey and Draken are respected by every member of Thoman, and their mere presence brings respect and fear. Mikey's introduction made everyone clueless at first, but then displayed Mikey's authority, ruthlessness, and a weird habit of giving weird nicknames. It gives viewers a sense of excitement as a new overpowered character joins in. It's no longer about normal middle schoolers, we're back with 13-year-olds that will make you cry.
誰だお前
Next, we're here to talk about Oden.
あいつが父の遺体を燃やす炎でおでんをじっくり煮込んでたんです。
Oden was introduced in an interesting manner, a guy who forgoes modern norms and follows his own way, and that personality is deeply highlighted in his introduction. A scene that truly highlights this was at the cremation of his close friend, wherein instead of normally grieving, he instead opted to eat by using the cremating fire to cook his food. Now, others might find that disrespectful, but Oden is different, as he's a man of his own who only follows his own path, and to him that was his way of grieving and his way of having one last meal with his dear old friend. What we also got a glimpse of are his desires and dreams of freedom from the isolated island that he can't leave from. A wonderful episode that really showcased his overall character and personality, and it magnificently hits its mark in those categories. Yes, it might not be as hype as the others, but this debut surely solidified his character for future events to come. Next up, we have Pandora. This is the Witch of Vainglory who was responsible for Emilia's whole backstory and the incidents surrounding the Bond of Ice OVA. Granted, she didn't come alone, but she just blows Regulus out of the water in terms of being overpowered, and we saw how strong Regulus was in the first episode of Season 2. Pandora and Gyus never really had a chance. Even after they pulled out all the stops to protect Emilia, they were light years away from beating the witch. And there's no shame in that though. I mean, have you seen what Pandora can do? How do you beat being able to rewrite reality? Oh, she can also bring herself back to life too. Manipulating senses and memories seems to be the least broken amongst the things in her arsenal, and that's very telling. Let's move on to the Hunting Dogs introduction. The scene started when a group of people stormed a military camp. Dropping capsules from the sky, the hunting dogs were formally introduced to be the cream of the crop of the nation's military units. This scene is expertly choreographed, with each member of the group showcasing their unique skills and fighting styles. The animation is top-notch, with each movement and attack conveyed with breathtaking detail. The introduction sets the stage for an intense and thrilling storyline, with the hunting dogs poised to become formidable opponents for the series' protagonists. Overall, it's an exciting and gripping introduction that leaves a lasting impression. Next up on our list of character debuts is Millions Knives from Trigun Stampede. The scene starts with a beautiful and mesmerizing piano piece. Unbeknownst to us though that this was actually the introduction of Million Knives in the show. A harrowing cloaked figure whose role in the story was solidified the moment he was shown on screen by simply decapitating and slicing people up left and right with no sign of remorse nor doubt. A fitting villain that's the complete opposite of Vash. His majestic and soft voice contrasting his violent and murderous nature was really captured in this introduction. An incredible show of power which is befitting for a villain such as him. Millions Knives, a name that he, without a doubt, certainly earned. Now, before we continue, let me ask you a question. Are you sick and tired of being blocked from watching your favourite anime shows? Well, have no fear, because our sponsors ExpressVPN are here. With ExpressVPN, you can change your location to a country where the anime is available no matter where you are in the world. I use it to watch my favorite anime because my region doesn't support a lot of the cool shows with such thrilling fight scenes that we just went over. All I had to do was open up ExpressVPN and select the United States server, and boom! Now I can watch Hunter x Hunter like dozens of other anime on Netflix. Plus, with their super fast speeds, you don't have to worry about buffering or lagging. You can watch your anime shows in crystal clear HD. But that's not all. ExpressVPN also encrypts your internet connection, which means that nobody can spy on your online activity. So if you're using a public Wi-Fi network to stream your anime, you can do it with peace of mind knowing that your personal information is safe and secure. Don't wait any further before taking this amazing package that I'll provide for you. 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. That's right, for free. All you have to do is visit the link expressvpn.com/VinnyTube or click the link in the description box below. Now, back to the show. Next, we have Kokushibo's introduction. We've witnessed the Low Moon's meeting, which we may admit is a bit of an anticlimax for the demons, as they were quickly obliterated by Muzan. However, as the Swordsmith village arc now opens its doors to every weeb, we get to see the Upper Moon's meeting. The rest of the Upper Moons were introduced in this episode as well, but none did it better than the demon within demons, Upper Moon 1, Kokushibo. Kokushibo's introduction was nothing short of intense, as he immediately puts a stop to Akaza and Doma's banter. The eerie music, the face-off between him and Akaza, the animation, and even his eyes blend in so well that you can't help but feel the tension between the two Upper Moons. Kokushibo's introduction cemented his position and authority as Upper Moon 1. Even his one-liner after Akaza told him he'll kill him is perhaps one of the coldest lines in Demon Slayer yet. Akaza could do nothing but stand in frustration, as Kokushibo shows the rest of the Upper Moons and the viewers that he is him. Finally, the last of the Dark Trio in anime has been animated, and by no one else other than the master animators themselves, MAPPA. And with Hell's Paradise release comes one of the coldest and most badass character introductions in anime ever. Gabimaru's introduction was not only building up one of the most devilish MC poses, but was certainly out of the ordinary. The scene starts off with Gabimaru's execution, as the narrator explains each method, from being burned alive and even being pulled by actual bulls. Gabimaru survives all of them as if nothing ever happened. With the Talk no Jutsu from Sagiri, Gabimaru finds the will to live, to survive and live a normal life with his wife. But as the guards close in, Gabimaru shows Sagiri what true ninjutsu is like. Gabimaru bursts into flames, and as the fight draws to a close, he sits on a pile of corpses and smoke. The scene was an amazing introduction for both Gabimaru and the entire series of Hell's Paradise, giving us fans a sneak peek of the carnage and action that was to come. Every member of Tokyo Special Division 4 has their own distinct introduction, which follows a relatively cool debut compared to other characters. However, it is without a doubt that the scene was a bit eerie. 4 more members of Tokyo Special Division 4 were unveiled, with all 4 of them being unique per se. Princey looks like an innocent maiden, but is actually the Spider Devil. Angel Devil is a powerful devil with the ability to take lifespans with a single touch. Violence Fiend is so strong, even as a fiend, that he had to wear a mask to make sure not to go berserk. And Beam is, well, a shark. The unique characterizations of each member of the team are highlighted in a creative and memorable way. Each character is introduced with a short but powerful glimpse of their abilities, leaving the audience intrigued and curious about their backgrounds and motives. This scene is one of the best examples as to how to introduce characters in a dynamic and out-of-the-box fashion. Orsted was introduced in episode 8, where he literally forced a dragon to go away just by using a piercing death stare, but he got another introduction in episode 2, and this scene made everyone fall in love with the series. As Rudius and Orsted's paths crossed, Orsted's mere presence made Rudyard and Eris feel so much fear that they immediately readied their weapons, and with Rudius's one mistake, all hell broke loose. Ruijerd, Eris and Rudius, with all their buffs, just managed to scratch Orsted, and at the end of it all, Ruijerd and Eris were unconscious, and Rudius, well, he became a donor. This scene just goes to show the level at which a being called the Dragon God is in the world of Mushoku Tensei. From the animation, to the soundtrack, to the stakes and emotions, everything that was thrown into this scene blended into one big, beautiful piece. All in all, Orsted's introduction in this episode gave fans the action they deserved and displayed just how good Mushoku Tensei is compared to your average isekai. As Megumi is pushed into a corner by a Sukuna-possessed Yuji, help arrives in the form of a white-haired goofy sensei known as Satoru Gojo. But Gojo's not all smiles and giggles as he stretches his legs and proceeds to demolish the King of Curses just like he was nothing. Every hit was impactful, and I know everyone was amazed when we saw just how strong Gojo is. The fight choreography was amazing and the atmosphere suited the fight. It was a perfect introduction for the world's strongest sorcerer and an even more perfect first episode for the series. This sets the stage for the larger story of Jujutsu Kaisen, where our protagonist must fight against dangerous curses and ultimately kill Yuji, which was supposed to end the series, but we all know what happens in the manga. Gojo is loved by the young, the old, dogs, cats, and even my goldfish. This scene has become an iconic moment for fans of the anime and has helped to establish Gojo as one of the most popular characters in the series. In this list, we can really notice the number of villains we have on our list, which goes on to show that sometimes bad can be good. And that's it for our best anime character introductions from 2020 to 2023. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.